Now, how long did it take you to develop your model?
Well, we have several models, so it's depending on. We have, for example, a model for entrepreneurship. We have model for sales. So basically, the competency models we try to align it with the specific
with the field.
With the field, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would be the difference between models that don't do that and your model?
Well, the models that don't do that are the generic models, and while generic model, of course, is very interesting if you want to have a kind of generic overall image, you're missing out the chance of to be very specific for a salesperson. For example, if you think about what's called a hunter, a person who really need to find new customers and to sign the deals, the closing, like it's called, is one specific competency which is not needed at all in some other areas.
Yeah. So you actually the benefit of being more precise in your field of work is that you focus on the clear competencies that are needed, and there's different competencies that a salesperson would need versus an engineer.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And so the same if you look at the project management, the personality competencies. Let's say if you think about communication, all over, whether you are a portfolio manager or director or whatever the title, or you're a project manager, communication always is important in human interaction, basically, and specifically in project management. And so, the communication skills that one needs on a portfolio level, they are different than what one needs on a project management level.
So you even differentiate between the different hierarchies of project management, portfolio, program, and project management?
Yeah, we do have a 2-level approach. We say, okay, this is something people have in common, whatever the level. And this are competent or behaviors that are very specific for that or that level.
Actually, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. I would probably say it makes developing a system that can be applied to these different levels more difficult, right? If it's less generic and more specific, because I think, aren't the two, correct me, you're the expert. One of the things I picked up from Karina, which was another psychologist that I talked to, the two variables that are often used in assessing the value of a personality model or a competency model is, and correct me if I'm using the wrong terminology, I think validity, right? The veracity of it, right? Is it true what it's saying? And the second part is the preciseness, right? Is it accurate for the situation, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm presuming that these two metrics were also something that came into play when developing your system, right?
Well, we apply at least 4 parameters.
Okay, which are?
So just
Lieven, can you hold on just a second, because I'm totally nervous. I just saw that my electric plug is not plugged in. And I don't want the computer to go off. So let me fix that real quick, and don't forget your train of thought. And don't forget to cut this out. Okay, good.